I had been a wedding photographer for the last 10 years, and Nick has been a chef in the industry. Those were our two passions, and even on our first date, that was something big that we connected on. Nick pulled this building up for sale, and he's like, "What about this?" Yeah, we fell in love with it, like even just from the pictures, and then we came to see it, which was a whole nother story. We decided to go for it, and what a journey it has been.
So when we bought the building, I would say it was condemnable. It had the sump pumps in the basement weren't working, so there was about 6 inches of standing water. The roof was falling down, leaking. Pests, animals, rodents were all living here. It was visible. A lot of mold, broken windows, stained glass, everything. So really nothing worked, and we knew it was going to be a big project because we had to redo all the trades, so plumbing, electric, HVAC. Nothing was salvageable. Floors, walls, windows, doors, you name it. I mean, it was a complete gut.
It had been abandoned for 4 years, I think, before we bought it.
We kind of both said, yeah, this is the one. Combining Hannah's wedding photography, me getting back into food, was kind of our vision. And then we spent the next 4 years planning and getting to where we are today.
The funnest part about the project is we introduced it to the world, to the Instagram, social media world. So really we wanted to get people involved in the process right from the beginning. Then COVID happened, and there was just so many hard things, and people have been praying with us throughout this whole journey, and it really just, I feel like, got people to feel like they were just as much a part of this as we were, and that was the funnest part.
Leading up to the first few events, we felt like we started to get some real serious traction on Instagram, and we had the first 3 weddings in June this year.
To finally be at this point after 4 years, to actually see real people in here rehearsing and music was playing, we finally made it, I feel like, after 4 years of a lot of sacrifice.
And it was just such a fun, crazy time, and we were super excited. We had 32 weddings booked for the year.
And then on June 30, I received a direct message on Instagram from someone, and they had said, "We don't see any LGBTQ represented on your Instagram. So we're wondering if you do those type of weddings at your venue." And I responded honestly. I said, "Nick and I, as the owners, we believe that marriage is between a man and a woman." And so she shared that on her Instagram story, which she has, thousands of followers. And by the morning, it spread like wildfire, and it was everywhere.
Things just basically went the opposite direction.
You are a and I hope a lightning rod strikes your business and burns it to the ground. Rotten hell, you Christian, hypocritical
Obviously, our community was very hurt by our stance for what we believe God intends marriage to be. And then about a week later, July 11th, we had our public open house. We had protesters outside. That's when we were on all the local news stations. Unfortunately, the damage has been done enough that we have not booked a single wedding since when we made our stance. Mm-hmm. The hardest part for me is all the hate that, unfortunately, Hannah had to receive. For 2 reasons. One, it's just hard not to respond equally. You can speak love or you can speak hate, and the immediate response always when someone's attacking your family is usually to fight back, which was very hard not to. We were fortunate that our pastor and our lawyers and other people, they just said, don't do it, because it was attacks on Hannah personally. We received fake events that people wanted to hold child sacrifices in our venue. And like the guest was 666 count, Satan, all these like crazy things. Someone called my mom and left her a voicemail and attacked her for raising me to be this person that they believe me to be from this stance.
It just created such a negative cloud over the business, and still to this day. And I think that's a huge reason of why we're not booking. But behind the scenes, we're dealing with people quitting. We're dealing with all the hate on Instagram, people tagging us, people not wanting to give us pictures, nobody wanting to be associated with the space. People won't do business with us. They won't provide services for us. But to hate the way they have hate us, to literally destroy the business, that's why I think people don't really understand the severity of the situation that we're in.
The fact that we haven't booked any more weddings for next year puts us in a situation where we're months, maybe, away from not surviving. That's probably the hardest thing after the 4 years of getting the doors open, to just have it end 6 months later because of what we believe marriage to be.
So we have to seriously look at what this looks like for us in the next couple months, because if we can't afford to make our payments, like we can't afford to keep this place. And a place that we worked so hard and fought so hard for. The hardest part for me in that is then they win. I mean, they get exactly what they want. They want to burn this place to the ground. They want to shut us down. And 6 months into it, they're going to get exactly what they want if we don't have people, God's army, to come alongside of us and help us, not only prayerfully and encouragement, but we need financial help in order to continue. And so here we are in this beautiful space. If we can keep this going and we get the help that we need, we have just, like, our visions have been open to so many different things of what this could be, that how God could completely 180 this. And we do welcome LGBTQ community, and we do already welcome them. They can come as guests, as employees. We don't hate people, we love people. We love all of God's people. This is not what this is about at all. This space has the potential to be so much love and healing in this place. You know, we're praying that God uses us in this space to show his love. We don't know how God is going to use it, but we believe that he will, and his will be done here, and his light will be shown from this place.